To begin. I am not having the great connection today. Hello, hello. Our unity practice is about to begin. I never know when I am live. Sometimes it says I'm live, and then I see the numbers appearing and I see how many people are online. And then I'm definitely live. Anyways, I am incredibly happy to be here. After the drumming session with beautiful ladies who were there with me, and it was absolutely fantastic. The drumming gives me the rhythm and connection with my body, because the body has got its own rhythm, right? The heart beats are a great connection to the nature, to the harmony, to the balance. It's like, it's uneasy to describe, but it really fills my heart with lightness, with fun, with joy. And I believe every woman should have something, some kind of a hobby that fulfills her, that makes her feel joyful. So if you don't have any hobby yet, like dancing or singing or drumming or maybe drawing, find it, because your soul is going to love it and is going to give you an extra energy, and you will just open your wings and fly. That's where you get supported by doing something that you love for fun. And I find a lot of lightness in drumming. Sometimes it doesn't go as well as I would like to. It's only my 5th session today, but it was really great fun. So since I see you are online, let's do this magical practice of unity. If you can, close your eyes, please, and sit in a comfortable position. Let's take a couple of sighs, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Another deep inhale. Exhale. Welcome everybody who is joining us now. Please close your eyes to join this unity practice and take a deep breath in through the nose and a big exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. If you're driving, if you're operating some machinery, you can still do this practice, but it's advised better not to do anything technical, but driving should be fine. So if it's possible for you to close the eyes, close them and relax your face. Lean against something, a wall, a chair, maybe the headboard of your bed. And simply relax your shoulders. Find the middle of your head and relax that spot. Breathing in and out, notice how your breath slows down. You don't have to sit with your back straight. It's not a usual meditation. However, if you would like to, you can do so. Bring a tiny smile on your face. It will help you to relax the muscles and then again connect with the breath. Notice how the body moves right now. Is it moving with the breath? And I want you to drop the whole weight of your body into the hips and from the root of your spine imagine there is the root, like the root of the tree is literally going down, breaks through the floor, through the ground, through the soil, through every single layer that is beyond. And you're anchoring that weight. So you're feeling a little bit heavy at the bottom, right next to your root chakra, Muladhara. There is kind of heaviness that anchors you to the earth. And through your spine, imagine there is a line, a silver line that goes all the way up towards the crown of your head. And you're feeling slightly uplifted, like there is someone, like kind of, yeah, a pull, like someone is pulling you up. Hopefully you can see me now. Thank you to all who are still remaining here. Let's keep breathing, and I'm holding my fingers crossed that the connection is going to be good. Still good. So breathing in and out through the nose. Notice the breath. How is it now? Be aware of your breath and realize that you're not your breath. It's simply happening. While you are aware of it, the body is breathing all by itself. And now, not the easiest part for those who don't like to let go of control, who are controlling. And trust me, most people believe that they're not controlling anything. Their life, their breath, including myself sometimes. And then we just realize, well, we are really controlling so many things, and it's so tiring. So today, you've got a chance to let go of controlling your breath. So notice what's the difference when you give up on control. It's kind of you're introducing a little bit of curiosity, and you begin witnessing the breath. You might even notice there are pauses between each inhale and exhale, and you're not forcing the breath. You're not forcing the pause. And what I have noticed when sometimes I sit down and I do meditation and I begin with watching my breath is that when I observe it longer, at some moments I notice that my body stops breathing. And sometimes it's longer than 10 seconds, and then it breathes again. So it's a great sign in reality, because the longer your breath is, the longer your life is. So when you breathe with a shallow breath, like the dog breath, notice how the dog usually breathes, right? Dogs are having short lives. But when you look at the turtle and you notice how the turtle, or you realize, maybe you might not be able to hear it, but from the information you may read and learn about the turtles, that they are breathing like really, really slow. So they live very, very long. So your length of your life depends on the length of your breath. So slow down a little bit now as you control the breath, because to slow it down, you're controlling it. You're not witnessing it anymore. So let's inhale and count until 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath and exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is controlled breath, and you made it longer, most likely, than it was since the beginning. And now just give up on control. Notice how your body breathes when you're not controlling it, you're not making it longer, you're just witnessing it. Just a few breaths, notice the difference. Completely not forcing the breath, not controlling it. Being aware at that same time of the sound of my voice, the sound of your breath. You might hear some nature coming from my side. You might hear some nature coming from your side, or some noise at the background if you are in the city. It depends. You might hear the nature, you might hear the white noise, as they call it. But simply be aware of it. And also be aware that you're not that. You're not any of the sound, any of the noises, anything that you can hear. That's not you. As you carry on breathing, be aware of your body, sensations in the body. Understand that's not you. The breath is there, uncontrolled, flows easily, effortlessly. Notice what are the feelings right now in your mind, body, and understand that you're not the feelings. Anything you can feel, it's not who you are. Beautiful. Now pay attention to your thoughts. Still being aware of every sound, every noise around you are coming from this video. Of the breath. You're same way aware of everything that is happening in you, is witnessed, and you realize that you're not your thoughts. And you don't go into any discussion with them. There's no need to converse with any of the thought. Let them just come in and out, like enter your mind and leave. But there is this kind of distance from everything could be observed. You're remaining in that point of observation, and now notice that you're not your memories. You're not your past. You're not any beliefs formed earlier about yourself. The breath is there, the awareness is there. You are becoming more and more that awareness that is aware of everything. So simply realize that you're not your childhood, you're not any feelings, any memories, you're not any trauma, any pain, any hurt. That's not you. And also you're not your future. Simply realize that you're not any image of you. You're not imagination. You're also not your body. You're not your name. Breath is there, you are aware of it. It anchors you to the present moment of here and now. But everything is happening unforced. Everything is happening easily. Way, way easier than before. The body is relaxed. You realize that you can witness it, and that's not who you are. You're also not your name. You're not your surname. You're not the size, the shape, the form. You're not your weight. You're not the numbers on the scale. You're not your education. Doesn't matter whether it's a university or college. That's not you. You're not any information that you have ever read, heard, learned. You are not the image or role that you play in this life. So forget about your role, whether you're a mother or you are a sister, sibling, or a CEO of a company or teacher, whatever job you were doing previously. That's not you. Notice that the breath is there, but you are simply present, witnessing everything and realizing that you're none of it. There is nothing to hold on to, and there is no need to. Feeling safe, knowing that you're still present, the body exists at its physical level, but you know the body, you're way beyond that. And you're feeling that beingness, that presence, that existence is still there, very, very present. You can say, I am, I am, I am, but this I am is detached from anything you used to believe who you were before. There is no identity right now to identify with, because we peeled it off and proved that that's not what you are. There is no time, no space, no form, but the beingness is still there. Watch the breath if you need to anchor. Some people so much attached to what they are that it might be uneasy to let go. That's the sign of not letting go the control. Whenever you let go the control, you dissolve. You dissolve as the identity. You dissolve as the role you used to play. And you just remain being what you really are. Now, if you say, I am, I am, I am, notice what is the feeling. There might be a certain joy of just being. You are alive. And there is a joy of that. There is an ecstasy of simple being. Not doing, not knowing, not planning, but just being. That's what I say, just be present, do nothing, expect nothing, plan nothing, remember nothing, because all the memories are just stored at the level of where you are, a certain personality that you play in the game of life. But right now, you're completely free. There is no need for you to touch or hold on to any memory. There is absolutely no need to do so. So no worries, no anxiety, no stress. You're absolutely worryless. You are a divine being that is present and is delighted in being simply in here and now. And the moment of now is the infinite moment where everything could be created, and from where everything is created. But the time here is, it does not exist in a way. It's like an infinite timeless place. So when you get to this place at some point, you feel very, very light. It's almost like, phew, you can fly. And by peeling all the layers, detaching yourself from what you are not, it gives you absolutely freedom. And little revelation is that your mind makes you illusionary in believing into something that you are while you're not. And hence all the problems, all the issues are created around the personality. So to play the game at the highest level of your being is to constantly reminding yourself and remaining in the state that we have come to right now. And it's doable, it's possible, it's so available to you, and you can remain in that state during the day as well by simply doing this practice of, it's called neti neti, neither nor. So you can always say, I'm neither this nor that, and mention everything literally. So it will get you very fast to this state of what you really are, and also the joy, the bliss, the instant freedom. So now once you've realized who you are and you got the feeling of it, it's not that you read in a book what it is to get self-realized. It's like you've tasted it now, and you know what you will be looking whenever your mind will trick you and convince you that you came out of that state, because that's actually impossible to come out of this state. You are always here and now, being that, what you are, but the mind on and off convincing us that we are something else. So from that state, everything is possible. From that state, you are the source, you are the divine, you are the highest being, you are a God that has just descended down to play the game of life and completely forgot of who he or she was. So you God or the goddess playing the game. And lots of miracles are happening whenever you get to that state and you watch the breath and you don't interact with the world. Miracles are happening. That's why many enlightened people, when they kept staying in this state, when they self-realized themselves constantly, it's like they self-realize themselves for good, let's put it like that in the words. So they constantly remaining in that state. They don't go into the role, they don't impose on themselves necessity of playing the game, like Ramana Maharshi. He actually refused to play the game. He was sitting just in a meditative pose, and people would come to him just to pray, just to bow, sometimes just to look at him. And some people would be like, wow, he's divine, I felt it, it's magic. And some people would say, well, nothing special, some old man sitting silent, doing nothing special. So some people could feel the divinity, and Some people did not notice it, but he refused to play the game of being a person, of taking certain personality and acting upon it. He just decided he's divine. He self-realized himself as a divinity, taking a form, like a shape of the body for the sake of playing the game of life. And he refused to come out of the divinity that he really is and begin acting upon wherever people expected him to do. And very often people would come, his students would come, and he would impose him to do certain prayers. And it's funny when you understand it from that point of view, you realize that you are the divine, you are the God, but you're just here taking a form of the body. So as the God, who would you pray to? You would pray to yourself. And it's just a cosmic joke. That's how they call it. You're just praying constantly, if you do pray, of course, in life, to yourself. But to get to that self-realization, it takes time. For some people, it's just this lifetime, because most likely in their past lives they've been working on themselves and going to the self-realization every lifetime. They would do everything to get self-realized. In other words, to get enlightened. And some people, they would be forcing themselves, they would be practicing, and it's not happening in this lifetime for them. Whether it is or it's not, it's always worth of doing this practice of self-awareness, because it's getting you much, much closer to what you are, or who you are, if you would like to call yourself God. People sometimes fight over that, and I don't want to confuse you with what would you like to call yourself, because there's so many words for it. And I'm glad that I could share with you this information, because I have been digging into it since 11 years. I was so much looking for the self-realization. I really wanted to become enlightened. It was my highest desire, the only desire that I have kept alive for many, 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 many years. So I read a lot of books on that topic. So thank you for giving me a space to share that with you. I hope you find it interesting or fascinating as I do. Now that you're still remaining of what you are, you're anchored and you showered in that state, it's time to do our unity practice. So for the sake of that practice, we're going to call ourselves one unified consciousness. And as that one unified consciousness, now that you've got the taste of it and you're remaining in being that, I want you to amplify the vibration of love and kindness as many times over as possible. Just do it effortlessly, intuitively. Amplify the vibration of love and kindness million times over. Notice that the body is breathing, you're still present in what you are, and your word is a command. It's just happening. The vibration of love and kindness increases 10 million times, 100 million times, and 1 billion times. Feel the expansion in your heart. Love and kindness at the highest level possible. Feel the vibration of every cell of your body. It's vibrating beautifully of love and kindness, really, really high. Your aura is vibrating of love and kindness. That frequency keeps increasing and increasing and increasing. And now I want you to realize that many people on the planet Earth are also doing the same practice, and they also amplify the vibration of love and kindness within each of them, self-realizing themselves as one unified consciousness. And you as one unified consciousness continue self-realizing yourself through every person on the planet Earth who is practicing this practice, and there's so many of them. And you are amplifying the vibration of love and kindness many, many times over. Feel it's just happening. Intentionally, intuitively, let it amplify 1,000,000 times. Breathing in and out still. Amplify it 10,000,000 times. And now 100,000,000 times. Feel the difference in your field, in your mind. You might not feel your body, and that's okay to feel, because you're not the body. That's a great feeling to finally connect to real self, the reality that you are. The only reality. Everything is an illusion. The game of life is an illusion. Beautiful. Let's just amplify it a little bit more. So again, through every person on this planet Earth, practicing this practice, you keep amplifying the vibration of love and kindness as they realize themselves as one unified consciousness, and you as one unified consciousness continue amplifying the vibration of love and kindness 1,000,000 times over, 10,000,000 times over, 100,000,000 times over, 1,000,000,000 times over. And feel as the result of this practice, your body, of course, vibrates. At some level, you're still the avatar, like in a lower dimension, playing the game. So the body that you have taken to play the game is vibrating of love and kindness. The frequency is incredibly high. I hope you see the same, sorry, I hope you feel the same. What I feel is like, woof, incredibly high today, like wow. And now that the energy is so high, it's okay to feel high without any substances. It's possible. You can be always that high. It's incredible. Some people, when they reach like a really high level of awareness, sometimes they struggle to play the game. Like sometimes they struggle to function in their body because it's like so joyful, it's so high. But it's beautiful when you learn how to be high on what you are. You don't need anything to improve your mood. You don't need anyhow to be supported by any external substances. So let's get back to the unity practice. When you're ready, let's invite all the people that we love, our family, our friends, our partners, our spouses, into this field. So think of their names and let them just join us. Think of more names, your neighbors, your cousins, your aunties, your uncles, people you work with. And let's invite now people that we are not so keen on, people that sometimes we dislike, people who offended us, hurt us, people that we expect of doing something and they haven't done it for us. Let's invite them into this field. Just call in their names. No need to do anything. I'm not asking you to forgive or forget. Notice what is happening when you're calling their names. Call in more names, who you are not talking since a while. Think of your ex-partners, ex-bosses, current bosses, colleagues, someone who had triggered you, someone who had called you some name or commented somehow on you, criticized you, perhaps judged. Call them in. Feel you can't be angry with them anymore. I hope you can feel the same as I do when I call those people. It's been ages since I've actually started calling in some people into this field, and I cannot be angry or upset even. The longer you practice this practice, the more your heart becomes open, the more it's anything, any words suppressed, any anger, any disappointment, any expectations is dissolved. So let's just take another moment, call in more names into this field. Feel it's happening. Let them be here with us. The field is working out now. For your good. It's dissolving anything that does not serve you. It's cleansing. It's removing anything and everything from your heart, from your mind, from your subconscious mind, from your physical body. Everything that does not serve you, any grudges, any suppressed emotions, feelings, words, anything that you regret that you said or you regret that you didn't say, everything is removed. There is no anger, no hurt, no pain, no suffering. Let the field wipe it out for you. It is cleansing it, removing it, wiping it. And let's send it back to the universal consciousness to be simply transformed into the highest form of love and kindness. Feel it's happening. Feel the whole divine being, the essence of light, the highest light, the brightest light, the divine light, the magnificent light is just sent back to you into every cell of your body, into your subconscious mind, into every organ, every limb. And it's penetrating your body, removing anything that does not belong to the divine code of who you are. All your chakras are cleansed, balanced. Your nervous system is regulated right now. Notice that the body is breathing, nothing for you to do, you're completely relaxed, while the field is working on you. Everything that is lower than the frequency of love and kindness is disappearing, vanishing, going, gone, sent back to the universal consciousness, while this highest, brightest light, it's all transformed into that light and it's sent back. It just strikes you. And you can feel the vibration of every cell is now vibrating that highest frequency of love and kindness, that divine frequency, magnificent. It goes very deeply into every cell, into your subconscious mind. It's anchoring itself there. Take a deep breath in. Notice how high your vibration is right now. Nothing for you to do, you're just letting it happen. Beautiful. Now let's invite all the animals into this highest field of love and kindness. Our brothers and sisters in other bodies. Invite the birds, the fish in the ocean, all the living beings in the ocean, on the planet Earth. Insects, birds. Beautiful. Now surround the whole planet, all the nature, all the trees, all the flowers, bushes, grass, weed, everything. The whole planet is surrounded with love and kindness. Beautiful. And now surround yourself with the layer of the highest frequency of love and kindness. Wrap yourself up, completely accepting yourself as you are, forgiving yourself for something that you've done and you regret, for something that you haven't done and you regret. Accepting fully all perfections. You are perfectly imperfect on the level of the body, but you are perfect in the divine self. There is no scar in your divinity, in your magnificence, in your phenomenal being of that highest being that you are. There is no guilt, no shame, no embarrassment. At the level of who you really are, or what you really are, you are that is undescribable, unbelievably beautiful, divine self. Breathing in and out, notice the difference between before, when you entered this practice, and now. What has changed? And remain in this state. Shine your light bright. Now that you enter every room, people can feel it. They're so attracted to you because you're magnetic. They want to spend time with you. They want your services, products. They want to have a chat with you. They want to get to know you better. Everything is coming your way extremely easy. No need to battle with life. You just let it unfold from that spaciousness, from that limitless being that you are, from that here and now moment where everything is already drawn to you. Like just magnet, you are attracting anything that you need. Let the higher being that you are to bless you with what you need at this time of your life. It knows the best for you. Let it gift you with the energy, with the love, with the gifts, abundance. Open up to it. Beautiful. Thank you so much for being here today. We did it a bit longer than usually, 47 minutes, so it's time to say goodbye. If it's night for you, have a sweet dreams. If it's the day, then have a blessed day. Remember who you are. Shine your light bright, share it with others. And I invite you to join me tomorrow at the same time, 8 p.m. Bali time, 2 p.m. for Budapest and Berlin, 1 p.m. for UK. I hope, yeah, I think so. It's the right time. I'm not sure if UK, if we don't reset the time in Bali, so I'm not sure if the time has changed recently. I don't think so. So it should be the same time. Right, much love. Sending you lots, the whole ocean of love from Bali. Thank you for being a part of this community. Please keep coming back, because first of all, we create more peace, more balance, more harmony and love on this planet Earth. Secondly, you benefit because you get reminded of what you are. So one day suddenly you realize, wow, I'm not getting in or out of that state of who or what I am. And life just gets different colors. It just surprises you with miracles and becomes so much easier. Much love. God bless you, and I'll see you here tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. As always, I am incredibly grateful and honored to be here with you.